I got mine. I don't know if you got yours. I actually have to get another one. I got to get my home state of Connecticut. I was going to get Vermont. Thank God I got it already because Vermont, I believe, sold out. A handful of them are gone, but most of them are still here. What are we talking about? We're talking about the coolest gift you can give yourself or anybody ever. This is a beautiful bamboo. It's called the Destination Line Shaped Cutting Board. And for the first time, we're doing 4 of the state coasters to go with it. We're going to put up all the states, everything covered, but this is so brilliant. It's bamboo, which is a renewable resource, super hard. You can use this as a wall hanging, decorative. The one that we got for Vermont, we have it just hanging on the wall. It's beautiful. It's got all the highlights, ski areas, all that stuff. I'm from Connecticut. Mine is over here. I was looking at all the different things that I grew up knowing about. Mystic Seaport, all the Barkhamsted Reservoir, Candlewood Lake, all places that I've been to. Doesn't matter what state you're from. We've got almost every state available. We will let you know which ones are not available, but $24.95. You know what else we did? Free shipping and handling. Andre, I don't even want to ask, how many have been sold today? Here he goes. You there, Andre? 43,000 already gone. Oh my gosh. Let me introduce you to our special guest, the lovely and the amazing Carrie Miletto is here. Happy 4th of July to you.
Thank you.
Cool, I get it. I get why these do it, because when I saw it the first time, I bought it right away. I was like, and I bought it for my brother. I'm like, my brother has a house in Vermont. I'm like, he would love the Vermont cutting boards. Perfect.
Yes, because it's like for someone that you don't know what to get, everyone loves their state. Everyone has an affinity for their state. Everyone loves talking about it, but this is a board on one side that you're gonna use as a bamboo cutting board, and on the other side, you've got what I like to say is a presentation board. So this could be decor. You can hang it because it's got a leatherette hanger here. So you can hang it on the wall with some pictures maybe from that area. You can use it as a charcuterie. I'm gonna start on the back here with this lemon, and I'm just gonna show you how you're gonna use it just to prep foods and do different things. And because it's bamboo, I love that you were talking about that. A lot of people think that this is wood, but bamboo is actually grass, and it is sustainable, and it is renewable, and we love that about it.
And hard as a rock.
So it works really great. It's a less propensity for marring. Now, it doesn't mean it's not gonna get scratches, but it just means it's gonna stay a little harder, a little longer. It's gonna work for you great. And it's really, really, I think it's one of the best. Even before I had this, I always use bamboo boards in my kitchen. But I'm gonna pop these in here, and I'm gonna flip this over, and I'm gonna show you
all the sites. Look at this.
Here's what happens. So, totally bamboo, here's how it works. Small company out of San Marcos, California, that took, each employee took about 5 or 6 states, okay? And there was only like, at the time, like 20 employees in the company. And they worked for 5 years to figure out exactly from each one of those states. They would talk to people, say from Ohio, and say, what are the attractions? What are the main things? What should we be looking at to put on our boards? And then once they got all those items, Joelle, who works in our office, did the design and then placed all the really cool things on here that you're seeing. So you're, in Dayton, we're traveling through, we've got different plants, we've got different types of trees. Oh, we have football in Canton, or is it Akron? So I'm trying to, Youngstown's over here. We got Columbus right up in the middle. But notice how even though I'm just talking, I'm making a charcuterie board that absolutely looks beautiful. And that is something I don't even have to know how to do. The board is, I say, upping the ante. So it's making it look beautiful. Now, you're seeing the laser etching right now that's happening, and this is from our factory. Now, when you look at the laser etching, that means it's inside the bamboo. And that means that it's never going to come off. Like, it's not gonna rub off or anything like that. It is actually in it. So look at how, as we were just talking about all of that, I'll do this just to make that sprig just really sets it off. I don't have to be fancy. I don't have to know exactly what I'm doing. You take a board like this instead of a white plate, and you've got a beautiful presentation piece. So I love that about this, but remember, you are also getting the matching coasters. So the coasters come together to make the entire state, and they have their case to cut that it comes in just like this. Now, I love using the case, by the way. Put your wine bottle in there so it doesn't cause any rings on your table. But when you're not using them, they all store inside. When they're out, they make the state together completely. And that's what I love, that you can use this for your wine glasses so everyone knows which one's which one. So I know Akron is mine, and the person who has Toledo is that other one. So it's, a lot of times we use those little charms for our wine glasses to put them up there. Now you'll know which one's yours. So here I'm just gonna pour a little lemonade for the summer. You're getting both. Let's talk about how it's coming, because I think that's a really stellar thing about this. For the price for what you're looking at here, this is how it's going to come to you or to the person that you have gifted it to. And it's an absolute stunning
Look at that.
presentation.
Mine
right?
didn't come like that.
Yours did not come like that.
Look at, and you get the coasters to go with it.
Isn't that great? Isn't that great? So
What a great
when you
gift.
look at a box like that and you look at a presentation like that, you go, oh, that's at least $50, $60, $75. I mean,
easy.
like, if I went to a craft show or something like that, I would spend $50 for this board without even thinking
In a
twice.
heartbeat.
Because I go, that's unique, that's rare,
Yeah.
that's special. Everyone loves their state. We all do, right? I have Georgia's right here for me. That's where I've lived since 2014, but over here is Florida.
Yeah, there's Florida where I live now, but then I also lived in Connecticut. I lived in Arizona. I was in Arizona for a couple of years too.
Yeah.
And it's fun because you can revisit the places maybe you've traveled.
Yeah.
In when you lived in a place. I've been to pretty much all these different areas. I haven't been up there. Well, actually, I haven't been to Danielson. Never been there, but I've been to Putnam. But it's really a unique way, the way they burnish this all on here.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you can flip it over and use the other side without ruining that side. So we've got pretty much every state. I know we've sold out of Vermont. I heard we sold out of West Virginia.
West Virginia was
Hawaii
first.
is gone.
Hawaii is gone.
Idaho's gone.
Okay.
Kentucky's gone. New Hampshire is gone.
Oh my gosh.
Pennsylvania's gone. Rhode Island. Utah. Vermont. We said that one. I said West Virginia.
Say West Virginia.
Who?
Oahu.
Oahu. Well, that would
Okay.
be, is that its own place?
Yes. One of the Hawaiian, Hawaiian Islands, because we have all the
Maui,
Hawaiian Islands.
all the Hawaiian Islands. I got you. So
We have Alaska, we have Puerto Rico,
Yeah, right.
we have Long Island for my Long Islanders, because, you know, we like to say Long Island is separated
Is
from
its
the
own
state of-
place.
It's its own place.
Hey, listen, we are so busy. This whole day for you has been a crazy day because,
know,
as we
it's
said,
really exciting.
40,000. It's only 4 o'clock East Coast time. I mean, these are going crazy, and I think it's because this is something that everybody can appreciate.
Absolutely.
Everybody would want. You know, there's a lot of things that are just for certain people, right?
Sure.
This is for anybody out there that lives in a state, right? And you want to celebrate that state. Or, I love your point earlier about somebody that's hard to buy for. Who wouldn't like?
Yes.
When I got this for my brother, he was like, dude, that's awesome. I'm going to put it in the It's a Vermont thing. We have a house in Vermont, a little ski house. I'm going to put it up on the wall. And it hangs right in the kitchen.
There you go.
And we've used it for cheese and crackers.
Absolutely, and it can hang on the wall until you want to use it, which I think is also, so it gives you like that decor option, but it also gives you the option of actually being something you use, because sometimes decor is just decor and the boards are just boards, but something that can go both ways. I love that about it. Now you notice right behind us is California. So we actually took California and we took some prime spots in California. It's like really cool, like what do they say, the Instagram thing now to do?
Yeah.
So like to take the lines and connect, so that could be, we've used pictures in California, you could use your own picture. So you could have your picture at the Golden Gate Bridge, you could have your picture, you know, gosh, what else do we put there? You know, the different places that maybe you went to Sonoma and you went to the wine country, and so you have a picture there, and then you connect them. Now those could be in frames, so it's a lot of different ways you can do this, but the idea is, it's about the nostalgia. It's about me looking at Georgia and going, oh my gosh, that's where I live in Fayetteville. That is exactly where I live. Peachtree City's right next to us. It's just outside of Atlanta.
Danny was just at Lake Burton.
Okay.
So you can find, you can find all these. There's Savannah. You can find all these different areas.
We even have a swamp down there, so we even have our alligators. Oh, look at that. So, you know, it's really fun because it's not just the states, but it's also the highways. It's also the lakes. It's also the attractions. If you look at Florida, of course, Disney World is there.
Yep.
And then you look down and you start to see we have bores on there. We have Lake Okeechobee. Here's where we are right here in St. Petersburg. So that's kind of fun to say, oh, look, it's right where we are.
And of course, the land of you know, all the amusement parks, which is right there, and you can see the little Ferris
We've got
wheel.
our citrus on here. This by the way, you should try one of these.
I had
limes.
one.
Did you?
Yeah, Kat gave me one before.
She made them from
ridiculous.
scratch.
She made
They're
little.
so nice.
She made little tiny key lime pies.
Little key lime pies.
It's just a great. It's a great conversation piece. You could put it in your, if you have a little man cave, or if you've got a little TV room where you're like, you know what, it would be really cool to put it there. Or maybe you're thinking, I'm gonna stock up on some gifts. I know a couple of friends that live in certain states, and I'd really like to get them something unusual. The look on their face when they see this, and the fact that this is the first time we've ever done the set of 4 coasters. I didn't get the coasters. I didn't get the presentation box. This is really, you give this to somebody, they're gonna sit there and think, you spent $50 to $100 on this, right?
Well, and that's why now is the time, right? Because like, if you're thinking about, if you know anyone that's buying a house soon, if you know anyone that's getting married soon, if you know anyone having a birthday soon that it's always just hard to buy for, if you have, gosh, you know, I love it like for couples, like like me and my husband. Chris is from Pennsylvania. I'm originally from Florida. Of course, we now both live in Georgia. So this is a great way to have both states represented, or maybe now where you call home.
Love these coasters.
You know, I've got New Jersey in my hands. A lot
I spent $25 on the coasters.
I'm telling you.
I mean, that's how well, and these are beautifully made.
And you got, I mean, last time we had the boards, they were $24.95 just by themselves. And so you didn't get the coasters. So I love that you're getting the coasters. And that's, you could separate those out if you wanted to. I will say it's beautiful in the box the way it comes. But if you wanted to, it's almost like two gifts. And here we're in New Jersey right now, which a lot of my family, I don't know if we've passed it, but I think Long Branch is over here where my pinky is. That's where my grandfather was a horse trainer back in the 60s, and my father rode horses, so that's Long Branch right there.
Yep.
And so, you know, my whole family was in horses. That's why I'm so short.
It's all right, yeah, but you're swift.
You gotta be short.
You're very swift.
Very swift.
Very
you have to be swift to be a jockey. So I come from that kind of family, but like, you know, lots of New Jersey family members, high New Jersey family members, and New York as well. And so, but you know, a lot of people are retiring from New York, New Jersey, the Northeast, and coming down to Florida and the Carolinas. How nice to bring your home state with you if you're doing that. You can bring that to kind of remember. Maybe you're living in the Carolinas now, but you want to bring a little piece of Jersey or New York with you. This is totally fun to do that. And in the coasters, they come like this. They're tied up, which is so beautiful.
Love that.
And they have their own little case. And so they make the entire state. So I will say this, some of the states, because we have to cut these boards, if you have like a peninsula or like a little island or something, they may not be on the actual board, but they will be on the coaster because the coaster can have the entirety of it. Now, watching this animation is super fun. I'm so glad we did this, but it shows you how the coasters come together to make a full state. And so I love, again, that this can kind of be a way to know which drink is yours, because you know you have the upper right-hand corner of the state and someone else has the lower left-hand, and then this is the box that it's coming in. There is no better gift than this, I'm telling you right now. Get these for all the people in your life that you think events and things may be coming up. This is a great way to kick off your Christmas in July and just pop it away for right now.
Perfect, especially for people that are tough to buy for, because all you need to know is their state. Right? And it could be the same state you live in with them, right? Yeah. It makes it so nice. Now, we have to apologize. Some states are bigger, but that's just the way the country is. But you love your own state. They're all shaped differently, obviously. They all, you know, they're all part of the country, but you all know exactly what to expect. But I think when you get it home, the etching, all the little details, and it's really fun. It's fun for kids too. Yes. Because they look at it and they're like, oh, let's see if our town is here. Let's see where this is. Let's see if that amusement park is here. Oh, look at here. There's the lake. All those things are all built into it. And they're done in a way that's fun and playful. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like a map.
And that was Joelle who did that, you know, because we wanted to make it fun. So when you're looking at it and you're taking off that piece of cheese or that meat or whatever it is, and you go, oh, look, there's Sacramento. Oh, look, you know, and sometimes, look, we all looking for a way to be, just, I don't know, up the ante for our gatherings. Yeah. So for having people over, literally cool. Just putting this down creates conversation instantly. Yep. So I love that about it. And as you reveal things, and I want to make a note too, I'm trying to see if one of the ones I have, so there's gonna be some color variations. So these ones are a little darker, some will be a little lighter. That's because this is real bamboo. So bamboo is made from grass. And when you have something that's really made in an artisan style, there will be some variations. So I just wanna say that so that in case you get one that's a little lighter or one that's a little darker. Yeah. Do we still have Ohio?
I'm not sure. I'm going to grab Texas. I think we still have Texas.
Texas is fun.
So I want to show you, and this is important, and my producer Andre brought it up too, and it's important. Remember, this is not the size that you're going to use to cut on. Now you could display on here, like if you wanted to put, you know, some napkins and a cheese plate, you could do that on top of here. But remember, the other side is the actual cutting board, okay? Yep. So you can use that, and then when you're done, give it a wipe down, and then you just hang it in your kitchen, right? That's all you need to do, and now it's a great display piece. Pull it off when you need it. Great for a special occasion. Great if you just, like I said, you just want to throw some hors d'oeuvres together. Absolutely. You can do that, and very, very substantial. And remember, bamboo is a renewable resource, so it's actually a really good I call it wood because it does feel like wood, even though it is a grass, but it is heavy duty. They make floors out of this stuff, all right? Absolutely. For a reason, because they're durable. Absolutely. Most cutting boards are not that durable. They have a tendency to warp. Remember, you're never throwing this in the dishwasher, all right? You wipe it down on the side that you prepare, and then you take it and you hang it back up. That's all you need to do. Look at Texas. It's awesome.
Fun. I love it. The Lone Star State. And here we've done Michigan kind of in a basket for a college student. So this is great for gifting. Pop it into a basket. Remember, you're getting the coaster, you're getting the state. We put a little team shirt in here. So maybe you have a college student that's going off to Michigan State as an example. You would put their Michigan stuff in there. We put some little food for them, a first aid kit. These are just great ideas and ways to just take a basket and make it super fun.
Yeah.
Again, this can be for the guy in your life that loves to barbecue. This can be for the college student going to school. This can be the housewarming for the friend that's just got their first new house.
You could actually take the cutting board itself. And you could buy like beautiful packaged gourmet cheeses and a box of crackers and a little dried fruit. And you could cover it, with some plastic wrap and put a bow on it. And you've created a gift that looks like you spent over $100.
They're gonna go, what? It's like a gift basket.
I like that. Yeah.
This is easy to do because you can just get the baskets, pick them up at those like discount places. And you just pop it stuff in here. And I think I love doing baskets because I love getting a whole bunch of stuff. And even it's just like a whole bunch of stuff I'll use every day, right? Because sometimes you pay a lot of money, you get somebody one thing, but if that one thing is not something they want, you just spend a whole bunch of money for nothing.
I'm like you. It's kind of like trick or treat. When you get the whole basket and you have all these different things to play with, you're like, oh, there's nuts over here. I'm gonna throw that ugly little salami out right away because I don't know why that one always scares me. But all the different cheeses and the nuts and all that stuff, you can add all that and make this the focal point of the gift. Honestly, if you can use express ordering, we are so crazy busy right now. The quickest way to order, that little QR code at the bottom of the screen, take your phone out, turn on the camera, and just hold it there. You can automatically get these. I do apologize. We've got about a dozen states that we've sold out of, but we still have most of the larger, popular, bigger maybe states. We've got Texas and Georgia and Ohio and Michigan. We have a lot of these big states left. If you don't know if we have your state, go to hsn.com. It tells you everyone that we have and those that we don't.
Absolutely. And I did it again. I cleared the board. I'm starting again. I'm just going to start putting out some meats and cheeses. Listen, I know that you do this. I've done it before myself. You're in a rush. You do this, you get this thing from the store and you just pop it down onto a plate and you serve it like that. Look what happens when we take this and we just take it out of the package. We just start stacking it. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just lining everything up and the board itself is taking up what you have done like a gazillion notches. It's super simple, it's beautiful, and yet you didn't have to sweat it all. You didn't have to go take a class to learn how to do a charcuterie board. I'm just lining it up, right? But because we're using color, because we're popping things in here, it's fresh. And again, what happens is, so after I finish this guy, I'll go like that. People go,
I put maybe some Ferris nuts on there too.
Oh yes, perfection. There we go, we pretend. We'll put these guys over here. Did these guys get stuck on there? There we go. We'll put some little nuts there. They're not Ferris, but but as we start taking off the food, it starts revealing things and then talking happens because people go, oh my gosh. And it has happened every single time someone has come over and has seen my board. I have my Georgia board up because I have Georgia and Florida as part of my life. But I always have it up, and when they walk in my kitchen, they go, what is that? Because 9 times out of 10, no one has seen anything like this. This is, you gotta remember, this is super special that you're getting this here at HSN. And not only that, you're getting any state you want, provided it's still available, but you're getting it from the seat they're sitting in right now. If you wanted Georgia, you would have to be in Georgia to get Georgia. If you wanted Arizona, you would have to be in Arizona. But right now, you could get these sitting where you're sitting right now for anyone you're thinking of or wherever you're located at. You don't have to go looking for it. And that's what I love about this offer.
Yeah, and it could be a romantic gift too. If you met somebody in a state and maybe you wanna put something together like that, you can do that as well. So the value is this, we're giving you the coasters for free, okay? And we're doing free shipping. So $24.95 not only gets you the state of choice that is available, you also get the coasters to go along with it. And I love that. When I bought it, I just got a state. And the presentation box, you can use it as 2 separate gifts if you would like to. It's a $15 value for the coasters. We're throwing those in. It's so nice, and as we said before, we always say this, Carrie, it's such a conversation piece. People, they look at it, to be honest, when we use it, I put the food right on the top part that's etched. I'm like, that's the part I like.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
I'm not cutting in it. I'm just displaying it.
And I think that side is perfect for that. And like here, you're seeing it actually hung up on the wall, and you're seeing it being displayed, and you're seeing food on it. You could potentially even just use this just because you are a military family that used to live in one state, but now you live in another state, but you have fond memories of that other state. So you just want to have that up with some pictures. I've even said this would be beautiful in a bookcase, like with framed pictures pictures all around it, and you never use it for food, that's totally fine. It can be decor as much as it can be something that you actively use in kitchen, or it could be both. So I love, of course, we did the Georgia pizzas for Georgia. But I love, again, that at the minute you look at these, they are in the shape of the state. They have all the cities and the attractions and all the fun things about the state. So again, those talking points that are just really, and it's unique. It just visually is attractive.
There's a reason that so many people, I mean, we're gonna be at 50,000 before you know it. It's just a great gift, and I want you to think about that. You know, I don't often talk about it, but this is one of those items, be a really good one to squirrel away. For somebody that you care about for holiday. I mean, do you guys believe it's 4th of July? How fast is this first half of the year? How fast has the last 10 years of my life gone, let alone? It goes by so quickly.
It does.
We're gonna be at the end of the summer, we're gonna be starting to think about holiday. Think about gifting. And like I said, it is 2 gifts in one because you got the coasters and you also have the board, but if you wanna give them together, nobody's gonna know it was a $25 gift. They're gonna think it was worth so much more.
This is, these are those moments where I go,
it's a personal gift.
This is a very personal gift. Everyone, and there could not be a better day than the 4th of July for something so Americana. We love our states, we love this country. This is a way for you to show your pride about where you live and why it's important to you. And it's great to share it with someone else too. So I could not think of a better day to really show this off. And listen, if you have a place that was in your heart that you can't be there anymore, grab it this way. If you're, you know, have someone that's moving to a new state, getting a new start, let them be excited about that new start by having that new state. There's so many great ideas.
By the way, if you want to send this to somebody, we do that, right? You just change the address. Here's who I want to send it to. You get the bill, they get the gift. It works out well for everybody. Well, better for them, but still, you can do that if you want to send it anywhere. Customer pick, always has been. It's amazing. I was here in the beginning when we first started launching these things. I was just like, oh my God, what a great gift. 844-181. Carrie is not going anywhere because the lady in red has red chocolate, and I will tell you, it is the most delicious chocolate that doesn't have sugar that you will ever eat. You'll never know. I test people come to my house, I'm like, eat that. And they're like, it's delicious chocolate. They're like, there's no sugar in it. Ooh. Hey, you gotta get your greens. If you're gonna get some sweet, you gotta get your greens. We got Andrew.